Hello guys, welcome to another video. So obviously we're well into winter now. I started my winter training. I actually started fairly early because I decided to I cut my season a little bit shorter than I intended to get a longer winter, which I'm really happy with, just to get an extra just a bit more time to get some training in before the racing starts next season. And yeah, it's going well. So what I wanted to go through today is my most recent block, the biggest block I've ever done actually. My coach, he gave me a 10-day block. And I just finished it last week, and I'm just sort of going to go through it with you, just what sort of training I do, and why it's beneficial. Because I think a 10-day block like this is there's going to be some good gains. So let's get through it. I'm doing like some weird phone camera, and then I'm going to do screen sharing. So yeah, let's go to it. Okay, so as you can see, we started on the 24th of November. 10-day block starts tomorrow. I had a nice rest day before. I had done an 8-day block before that. So my last rest day was just over a week before, so I just done an 8-day block. And when I say block, I mean consecutive days riding. Obviously there are some easy days, like here there's an hour or so of easy-ish spinning, but still accumulating TSS. So that was 4 days, and then 3 days. And then obviously with that middle day, it's an 8-day block. But this is not the one I'm going to be going over because today I'm going over the 10-day block, because that was spicy, very spicy. So I started with 3.5 hours, not too taxing, 6 30-second efforts with 3 sprints as well. 30 seconds zone 6, what have we got here? Yeah, just like 600 watts there. What was that? Yeah, 600 watts for that one. 600 again, 600. No, they're a bit high, but yeah. So yeah, nothing too bad, and then a few 10-second sprints at the end. But I'm not gonna bother finding exactly how much they were. Next day, this is just 4 hours zone 3 accumulation. I think it was 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes of zone 3 an hour. Average 240, normalized 260. So yeah, it's a pretty steady ride. And yeah, just trying to get some zone 3, which is like 310 watts on the hills. And then, yeah, that worked out all right. Chasing the average speed. Where's the average speed? I didn't quite make it. It's very sad. 19.9. Cry. Very big cry. Then it was 2.5 hours with a single 30-minute sweet spot effort, which funnily enough was my second ever best 20-minute power, because I've only done one proper 20-minute test. So in my sweet spot, I'm like literally hitting PBs or not PBs. I'm hitting my top three 20-minute powers every time I do sweet spot now, because yeah, so that was alright. It's 30 minutes of sweet spot. Did it with my mates on my wheel, so that just makes it a little bit more easy. There you go. Heart rate up to, it's 180, not that high for me. I go up to 200 for a heart rate. And what was the average for the 30 minutes, if you want to see? Average 360 for the 30 minutes, so yeah, not too bad there. And that was the third day in the block. Then 90 minutes active recovery, so about 200 watts, and still keeping some TSS up, just to keep the ball rolling and everything. Then 3 hours, and this was I wasn't feeling that good this day. I remember I just didn't feel that recovered from the day before, but it wasn't too bad. I got the ride done. It was 2 3-minute efforts for each hour, and at zone 5 that is. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. Obviously the average was a bit low today, but we got the efforts were done. That's the important bit. The efforts were still high. So what was that? So I was in them at 428, 424. Yeah, still keeping it consistent. Solid zone 5. What did I do for the last one? 442. Oh, the last one always has to be highest. If the last one is not highest, nah, you got to empty the tank on the last one. That's how we do it. Oh, I remember this one. This was a fun ride. I did this with a mate. Yeah, this first 3 hours steady zone 2, and then in the end, in the last hour, 10-minute sweet spot, and then 3 90-second efforts. Oh, that was a fun ride. It was, you know, the rides where the banter's flowing. Good rides, those. Good rides. So yeah, 10 minutes, 365 sweet spot, and then 90 seconds, 504, 446, and then the last one, 520. That's definitely higher than it's definitely higher than zone 5. But you know, sometimes, it was 420 meant to be. Yeah, it was definitely higher than those. But when it's 90 seconds and it's the end of the ride, it's like, why not push it up a bit? So then 3 hours classic 2 times 20 sweet spot. So that was only 350 and 350. Although I got the same 350 for both of those, which is always nice. 351. Did a very similar workout the week before. 352, 350, so almost the same. But this time, coach put a cheeky little 1 minute fatigue max effort at the end, and that's always fun. So yeah, I did what was that? A solid 780 for the minute there. Fatigue. That was a bit spicy, but still like miles off a PB. So what can you expect for winter anyway? Anyway, back to the 10-day block. So this is day 8 now. Another 90 minutes, pretty easy. I was 7 minutes short on that day. Day after that, this was a solid ride actually. 4 hours, 2 times 5 minutes at threshold per hour. I remember, just saving it, trying to time it for the hills. And this one actually, it didn't feel as bad actually. At this point, my legs were kind of okay. I think it's when you can see the end is closer, it's not too bad. So 5 minutes, 379, 379, 382, 378, 383, 376. Or on the last one, 385. Oh no, that's not the last one. 405. Yeah, I remember. I always push hard on the last one. And then the very last day, this was the worst, one of the worst days I've had on a bike in a long time actually. I didn't feel too bad, it was raining and it was really cold. But yeah, it was essentially a fairly chill zone 2 ride and then just a race winning sprint at the end. And then here, so I had a flat, literally right before I was about to do the sprint. Bearing in mind it was freezing and raining. Temperature, where's the temperature? 40, oh I don't speak in Fahrenheit. That's cold though, isn't it? Okay, so it was 5 degrees when I stopped, and it was pouring down with rain. It took me a while to fix the puncture. I was pretty mad, I'm not gonna lie. But I managed to get it fixed, and my sprint was appalling because my legs were freezing and I just couldn't get warmed up. There's the max, only 1400, so yeah, it was not a great sprint at all. Not only was it a bad sprint, but I remember I got caught behind a car, which annoyed me even more, and that's why I did like this other mini sprint, which was also, it was just bad. It was bad, but I got a sprint done, and that was the last day on the block. And then I had a rest day and a couple of easy days to follow that up. So yeah, it's good training. A lot of people, so here's the thing, a lot of people will say, why are you doing so many efforts in winter in December? That's crazy. All you need to do is base miles, just like ride around. Nah. So yeah, I'm working really closely with my coach.
English, mother, do you speak it?
I'm working really closely with my coach, Colin. He knows his beans. He's with Champion Cycling Services if you're interested in getting a coach or anything like that. So check him out. The link will be down below. But yeah, I've been working with him, and essentially the body can get really used to long, steady miles and just become sluggish. So what the efforts do is prevent the shutdown of the sort of top-end systems, and you know, as the season progresses, the efforts become more and more intense. All the recovery decreases, and then because racing is starting so much earlier these days, it's just good to keep some high quality intervals in your training. So yeah, you can't just ride around and noodle at zone 1, zone 2 for the whole winter, because I don't know, some people are sort of happy to race into shape and just be like dying for the first like month or 2, but nah, you wanna hit the season flying, and yeah, that's the way to roll. Anyway, that sort of wraps up that 10-day little block. I hope that was like insightful to you in some way, or maybe you got something out of that. Let me know if this is interesting to you guys, because I don't know. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share it with your friends, and see you in the next one.